so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in Week 2. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. These guys also on the losing end of their opener, so we're going to see who's able to avoid that 0-2 start here. Glad to have you with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. He stopped on the run back of the 27th. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. You know, you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
That play good for 17 on a first down.
Kate, if that first play is in the indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Now Wilson on the play fake. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes and in routes just like that.
And he hits a wall, stops at a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach and play caller. And at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, here's Dak. It's to his running back, Miles Sanders. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Rolling left, buying some time, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
Yeah, here we go.
Here he goes, third and long. finds him over the middle. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball, and that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Just a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Russ. Complete left side to Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.